Tell them they're still on that side. If we ain't fighting each other, keep my name out y'all mouth, bro.
Yeah.
If we fighting, then let's get it.
The future of Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney is cloudy, but Haney's still pushing for a fight to be made. Of course, pros put in their predictions for a possible fight as well. After Davis' last fight, he was asked about a potential fight with Haney, and he believed they wouldn't entertain the thought until after Haney's fight with Vasily Lomachenko. Davis stated, "I'm not worrying about Haney. He needs to focus on May the 20th. We'll holler at him after. I don't really want to speak on him. This is my moment." Well, Haney proved to be victorious against Vasily, and he's already talked about not agreeing to a rehydration clause if he did face Davis. Haney stated, "I have to be victorious, and those fights will line up. I wouldn't and I couldn't do a rehydration clause. I'm the man with the belts. I'm the man with the hardware. A rehydration clause is something I wouldn't do." Vasily Lomachenko doesn't see Haney sticking around to fight Gervonta Davis, though. Vasily stated, "It's never happening, Haney versus Davis, because now he understands his skill, he understands his level, his father understands his level. Now I think he'll go up to 140 and still fight just regular boxers." Jeff Mayweather wasn't too excited about Devin Haney's last performance against Vasily Lomachenko either. Jeff stated, "The Devin that we saw tonight with Loma has no chance against Tank. He took more risk than he needed to, and with Tank it only takes one punch. If he hits you one time, the fight can be over. So you fight a safe distance and you're gonna have to do it the whole entire fight." Calvin Ford definitely sees potential for a fight to happen, but he doesn't think that Haney has what it takes to beat Davis. Calvin stated, "Again, it has to make sense to everybody. We know that when they sit down at the table, they're going to look at what you did. They're going to look at your actuals. Does it make sense to make that fight? Or if you say you really want that fight, take the offer and beat the man. Tank is the man. In my book, I don't think Haney's got anything that could really stop Tank. You know, he hasn't shown me anything where I'd go, whoa. You understand what I'm saying?" Stephen A. Smith doesn't think that Devin Haney has any business messing with Gervonta Davis. Stephen stated, "I see Gervonta Davis and I look at Haney and I'm like this. You don't want any parts of Gervonta Davis. You want to stay away from that, brother. Haney gets hit too much and you can't do that, Gervonta Davis." I saw Adrian Broner talking about how he saw Gervonta and Haney spar. And Gervonta hit him once and they had to jump into the ring to stop Haney from getting hurt because Gervonta hit him. Adrian Broner believes that Tank's power will be too much for Devin Haney. Adrian stated, "Yeah, I still think he lands that shot. With Devin, I have a personal relationship with him and his dad. I don't dislike them at all. I'm 100% proud of Devin. Everyone's bad-mouthing him, but I think he did enough to win the fight against Vasily Lomachenko, and I'm glad he won the fight. But when it comes to Tank, I don't think any of those guys will beat him. He has the talent that all of them have. They all have the same amount of talent, but Gervonta, got that together thing that they don't get." Yeah, exactly. Mike Tyson spoke about the possibility of Gervonta Davis retiring undefeated, and he thinks that Haney is one of the only threats to that dream. Tyson stated, "It's a great possibility he could retire unbeaten, but then you've got Devin Haney and you've got Shakur. They're the only two guys who are possibly a threat to him. I'm disgusted that he only gets compared to me. There are so many other great fighters that he reminds me of. Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, he's a bruiser too when he wants to be a bruiser. He's a special fighter. So his only threats are Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. They're experienced. I know they boxed before, and some people got the advantage over others in sparring. Sparring is not like fighting. For some reason, people don't fight as hard as they spar, and some people don't train as hard as they fight. There's some strange dynamics in that." Leonard Ellerby believes that he has the key to Haney getting the fight with Davis, and it's going to take more time. Leonard stated, "The way you prove it is inside the ring, but you've got to get to that point though. Those guys keep doing what they're doing. I have no positive things to say about all those guys. People just think you can say, oh, we're just going to make a fight. It doesn't work like that. It's not that simple where you just go and do something. You got to be bringing something to the table other than some hardware." Former world champion Barry McGuigan was asked about what he thought about Davis in the division. He believes that only one person could stand up to Tank Davis, and it isn't Haney. Barry stated, "At lightweight, Tank wipes everybody out. Maybe Shakur Stevenson would cope, but I wouldn't give Devin Haney or Vasily Lomachenko much of a chance. I don't think I've seen a guy like Davis in the lighter divisions with that kind of power. Teofimo Lopez believes that both of them have a good amount of flaws, and he thinks he'd be the one to point them out for them.
Devin has about like 5-6 flaws. Tank has about like 3-4. Ryan has about 10. It's too many for him. Every time he punches, he puts his chin up. Bro, I'm gonna dissect all these boys when the time comes. Timing beats everything. Timing beats speed, power, ring IQ. I have more tricks up my sleeve than y'all know.
After Davis' last fight, Charlo admitted that he wasn't too impressed, and he gave his prediction for a potential Davis versus Haney fight. Charlo stated, "After what I saw, I don't think he can touch Devin Haney. Shakur is gonna beat all of them, I promise." Bob Arum is a little concerned about Gervonta Davis being ready for Devin Haney before 2024 though, considering his time being incarcerated. Bob stated, "Well, I would give it to Devin, but again, Gervonta is not going to be in a position soon to fight at that level of Devin Haney. No, because he's going to have to serve the term in jail, and if you serve time in jail, no matter how well they treat you, you're going to get out of shape and so forth. So when he comes back, he's going to have to spend a lot of time getting into shape." Well, 2 months is a lot of time for an athlete, where he's not running and so forth, where he's cooped up in jail. Maybe he gets an hour or 2 hours out of his cell. He, Tank Davis, isn't going to be in 100% best shape. Don't say that because I know for a fact that he wouldn't be. No human being will be. Errol Spence Jr. believes that Davis will be able to come out of this legal battle stronger than ever though, and he hopes that he learns from this situation.
Yeah, he going through, some legal trouble, but, I hope that he can learn from it and, like I said, come back stronger, and heed the warning, because like I said, warning come before destruction. So, free Tank, I wish him the best. He'll be out soon. It's just something he got to learn from, and, that's my bro too. So, things happen, man. We all bump our head. I done a lot of stuff, that could have, ended my life. So, things happen. I just wish the best for him, and hopefully that, he heed the warning and he get back focused.
What did you think about the way Adrian Broner performed?
He performed good, especially after a 2-year layoff. It was like 2-year layoff.
2 years.
None of this is stopping Bill Haney from trying to set up a potential match either. Bill stated, "Oh, absolutely. I call everybody. And I talk to Leonard Ellerby from time to time, letting him know that how we feel about finding what we'll do to make it happen. I know Devin talks to Floyd. I talk to Showtime, since I send messages to them from time to time, If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.